Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
If you want friends, be a friend. Simple, right? But let's be honest. Have you ever felt lonely, even when surrounded by people? This reminds me of the Metter household when bread was made, pies were made, spaghetti sauce was made. Came out of the vegetable section or the meat counter. It didn't come out of a can. There were no cans at the Metter's house. This is a shout out to Marie Metter.
Aww.
Grandma Metter.
The secret to the helado is real vanilla.
This is how vanilla looks like, guys.
When it's toasted and chopped.
The real vanilla beans.
That's it, baby, right there.
Even with a busy life, cooking, taking care of family, tackling never-ending laundry, there's this quiet question in the background. Is there more to life? Last weekend, Randy and I traveled to Chichicastenango. We were invited to share our Celebrate Recovery stories with the community there. But as always, the journey was the story.
So we stopped at this stunning roadside spot. We spotted flowers blooming, a giant ancient tree overhead, and bossa nova dancing in the air. All that before we even sat down to order our food. It felt like a gift.
Welcome to Ruts, Ruts, and Roads.
Hi, family.
We're very close to Chichicastenango. In the outskirts, Molino Viejo. Oh, naburro. Oh my gosh, you're so
But as beautiful as the place was, something else stirred in me. Truth is, I used to avoid people. I waited for friends to reach out. Rarely did. Phone silent. Heart guarded. I convinced myself I was fine. Friendless, but surrounded by friends. People had hurt me before. So I built walls, and I called it independence. But deep inside, loneliness echoed like a dry waterfall.
San Pedro Jocopilas, looking for a place to eat. A little bit after 6.
As we neared Chichi, we stayed in a small town called San Pedro Jocopilas. No restaurants to be found. However, we stumbled across a comedor run by 2 young girls who looked at us both with curiosity and warmth. We strolled through their central park like so many others in Guatemala. Church at the center, benches scattered around. It's where community happens. Facebook of 300 years ago.
And this is the place where we're gonna have breakfast. And here's where the locals come. So we know it's gonna be good.
Breakfast was simple, real, reminded me of Mom's kitchen.
Oh wow, what is that?
Millstone.
Yeah.
We detoured to see a waterfall, only to find it dry. And yet, even without the water, beauty whispered around us.
Hi.
We climbed, we explored, and imagined the flow that once was, and maybe will be again.
But it is so dry. It's such a dry season right now. There's no water.
Just a little bit.
That's a little bit of waterfall. But look at the color of those rocks. They're black. And there's a little bit of water. Imagine how pretty it would be.
Isn't that like friendship? Sometimes dry, disappointing, but still holding promise. If I show up. Then came Chichi, where we were welcomed like family by Pastor Carlos and his wife Alma. We shared our stories, they shared theirs. And we remembered, no matter where you are, Guatemala or the States, mountains or coast, people are people, hurting, hoping, trying.
On the way home, we passed through Tepan, filled with eateries of every kind. But I was still full of stories, full of warmth, full of new connections. And that dry waterfall, it became a picture of who I was, but not who I am anymore. Randy and I are now part of a waterfall, a flow of love, grace, and real friendship. Not perfect, but still refreshing.
By the way, family, if you're feeling dry, come closer. Don't wait, be a friend. Show up, say hello, invite someone. You might just become a drop of water in someone else's waterfall.
So this is what happens when we invite friends over. We can have ice cream. Join us for more adventures, more reflections, and more community here at Ruts, and Ruts. We are all in the journey. Let's walk it together.